Greetings, Riansu, I'm Yusril, and welcome once again to the Tribble Timewarp. It is the 25th of April, and there have been a couple of minor tweaks, not least the fact that the intro text now reads as, "This is the legacy of the RRW whatever you named your ship," because hey, that ties into the whole expansion pack name and theme. Right, we've also still got the smallest Vesta-class starship, as well as a slight change to the Klingon description. These are the battle records, as opposed to these are the victories. Not entirely sure why they changed that. These are the victories sounded a great deal more conclusive. Battle records does, after all, admit the possibility of defeat, which no Klingon captain worth his salt would ever admit to. Right, onwards with the Romulan campaign, however. Federation Transporter effect. Can we please have the green there? Right, so to catch you up from the last episode, after all the plot development in that one, we've been sent off to the Beta Thoridar system to go and break some Nausican skulls. Apparently there's a little bit of piracy going off. We also have a snazzy new warbird, and apparently my bridge crew do not have faces. Now, I've had a couple of bugs with this in run-throughs, not least because the last time I fired up Revan, the bridge officers had faces, but they didn't have powers. Now, this cleared itself last time when I simply swapped a couple of officers over. There we go. You just have to force it to reload the appropriate person. That's one, and that's two. Still need Veril, but hey, let's get it fixed. Okay, we also have the new warbird available. We're no longer running around in the Antique as nice as it was. Instead we have the Delan class, which, meh. Yeah, it's not too bad, I suppose. I'd have lowered those upper wings a touch, but that's just me. So, let's go talk to the Nausicaans. I'm sure we can be nice and diplomatic. Oh, who am I kidding? Right, Beta Thoridar mining facility, correct. Centurion, you've arrived at the perfect time. Several Nausican systems near the system. And they were... yeah. Right, well, let's go. And we have a friendly blip over at 20 kilometers, so should probably cloak up, but I don't want to risk not triggering. I think we'll drop out instead. And I'm thinking I should be able to blow this guy up, or at least talk to him. Yeah, have I missed something? Doesn't look like it. Is there anything on the map? No. Alright. Is there anywhere else we're meant to be? Yes, but that's pointing to a scan blip for resources, not a siphon frigate, which we should really be able to kill. And I'm pretty sure there should be more of them as well. Alright. What about over here? We also have a new singularity power, quantum absorption, which I don't know if we can get a look at the basics from here. Yes, here we are. Doing a singularity core to reinforce the hull, which gives you a high temporary amount of points. So you basically get 1,000 shields, 150, I assume that's per second, and 10,000 temporary hit points, which on a... oh, that's on the level 3. No, sorry, that's the maximum level. It's doing it in reverse. So potentially that's up to a 50% temporary hull heal. I'm not sure how temporary it is, mind you, but it does give you a few seconds. And looks like quantum absorption 1 gives you about half the effect. Oh, that's not too shabby. Nice little oh dear button, but still go for reverse shield plout in a proper healing setup. Still. Can we get this Nausican to attack us? Can we hail him and say horrible things about his mother? Maybe if we get him into a bar, he'll go for it. Wait a second, it's a Nausican. What's its alignment? Nausican, okay, I thought for a moment this was coming about because I had Revan Klingon aligned, and therefore this was registering as a friendly, but it should be showing a KDF icon in that case. And it very definitely isn't. Well, this seems to be well and truly broken, doesn't it? Alright, let's see. Is there anything else we can do? Well, can't dump the mission, which is awkward. There's something called Stomping Grounds, which I cannot access at all. We're not on a team. Well, let's warp out for a second. See if we can get a reset of the zone. Klingon warp trail? Really cryptic? On a Romulan ship? Right, journal. Let's see what we have in progress. Can I dump this? No, I cannot. Clear primary, and it automatically makes it primary because it's the only mission I've got. Ugh. Overview. Do I have anything else available? Can we go for a bypass on the episodes? Replay, 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 replay. Hail. Can we skip? No, we can't. Because you need to be rank 12. Or do you? Rank 12, rank 12, rank 10. Rank 11, rank 14. Okay, that makes no sense whatsoever, but at least we've got the Klingon icon. I assume Starfleet line characters will get the Federation track here. Can I hail her? Once you have your ship, proceed to the Beta Thoradar system. Well, that's of no help whatsoever. Also, I have to note that if I go to the Available tab, I have this thing called Manhunt. We finally got an ID match on that Federation prisoner you've been chasing. We have him in our records as one Franklin Drake. We're not chasing a Federation prisoner, so this is out of sequence as well. I am guessing that in Shadow's Manhunt is meant to come... Well, I have no idea where it's meant to come, but I would guess somewhere here after Smash and Grab, given that that involves a prison transport. However, I have got absolutely no clue whatsoever. On the bright side, at least we now have access to the Klingon PvE and PvP queues. So we've got the Federation minefield action if we want it. And likewise, we could, if we were so minded, go and vanquish some miserable little Federation Hadibah. Except that, wait, no, we can't because that's Klingon on Klingon only. Right. Wonder if we've got a new bridge. Doubt it somehow. Nope, looks like we've got the standard bridge once again. Although I have no idea where my engineer has gone. So, for the moment, I am going to leave things here. I also have to note... Oh yes, I can use the captain's chair. Excellent. Alright. So, plot progress has been temporarily stalled, but I suppose that gives me the option of catching up on the Federation and Klingon changes. So, ladies and gentlemen, one of the shortest Tribble Timewarps I have done for some time is going to come to a close here, and I'll see you at the next episode. Farewell.